front to back composition. They've got the ball to poke from the Orianna, they've got the Jace to poke AD damage on the top side as well, can bully the Renekton. Broken Blade, we've been talking about him for so long, he needs a lane to dominate in, and that's all attention. And at that particular moment, Kirei is down the bot lane, and very cleverly, Selfmade again is making his way up top.
No flash on Broken Blade, but because he was the recipient of the gank, that allowed Schalke to have the uncontested first dragon of the game. This time around, going to be trading blows. If you look at the mini-map,
he doesn't necessarily get too much attention in.
Yeah, I mean, this game is obviously a little different. Selfmade did visit the top lane. But for Shigendi, he's going to be the recipient of a lot of pressure. Dominus is thrown down, throws the Q up for the heal. Here's now a 3v3. That's a fantastic equalizer from Selfmade, and the first kill is picked up with a burn down. Now leaders focusing Kirei as Nuclear Int forces out the shockwave just to push Selfmade back. It's 1 kill to Vitality.
But look at bot lane.
What's happening there? There's a kill picked up.
That's 2 kills in it. And guess who's there? It's actually the duo, Selfmade and Lida. But let's see what happened actually in the ball lane, because I didn't realize. Neon oversteps. They expected Crownshot and Labrov to have back at this point and actually reset and make probably their way towards the top side, but they didn't. That was like Vitality have gotten every single pick they wanted to play the game how they want to and how we expected them to play the game at the start.
Yeah, but unfortunately they've just been outplayed. There's the flash from Neon to get to safety. Crownshot throughout the chain of corruption. Selfmade has got himself the equalizer as well. Will fire that one out, starts to burn. The floor is lava and melted down. Second kill for Selfmade, limits the next target. The headbutt knocks him into the air. A double for Selfmade.
The bromance has been broken. Selfmade has been mid at 3,000 gold in the lead, and they're also gonna break the streak of the dragon stacking for the side of Schalke.
Yeah, they will. I mean, that's just a gigantic advantage, and it just looks like they are outplaying Schalke at the moment. You know, that counter-engage in the top lane managed to go Vitality's way. Crownshot and Labrov, they set up the 2v2, and at 11 minutes in, we've already got the Duskblade completed for Crownshot. He's got a 20 CS advantage. And Shigenda, with those armor boots, is already jumping a wave into the mid lane, but they've got to be a little careful because they might just be surrounded.
They're doing it completely for the Rift Herald right here. They're trying to get some gold injection into the carries, but you see Labrov is in the mid lane, Selfmade is sticking around, which means Neon cannot walk anywhere near this tower, which means he's not going to be cashing in on any of that plating money.
There is a chain of corruption available for Crownshot. He's already going to flash to safety. Labrov interrupts the engage from Limit. The equalizer's been held for now. 4 members of Schalke about to get backed up by Broken Blade. Long range snipe. Leader jumps in, dashes out, is now hiding inside the smoke and being burned down. Survives just a few seconds longer before dashing his safety. Now all of a sudden it's Labrov that's down. Schalke the first kill of their game, but it ends up being a 1-for-1. Of course, because of the fact that Vitality will be playing against Astralis, team just above them in the standings and who they're competing with, there's still a lot at stake. Shigenda gets the backup of Selfmade. There's the Proto Belt forward. The Flame Spitter is burning, burning, burning. Well, that's going on in the bottom lane. Crownshot and Labrov pushing every time. There's a play top. There's a counter bottom. Shigenda survives long enough to at least get one back. Now Nuclear steps forward. No shockwave. Selfmade flashes out. He's got the to support it. It ends up being a 2-for-3 in favor of Vitality.
Oh my god, he's a madman. He stayed around. He knew they were going to go for it, and bot lane gets yet another one.
Oh man, that's another kill for the 2v2. Crownshot and Labrov.
It's not. We got confused. Rel died top lane. It was the triple kill, Trevor.
Thank you.
You baited me.
Thank you.
You baited me.
I got too excited by all the action, but I think crucially what I want to highlight is that every time there's so much damage.
Oh, is this going to be a death cap second item?
I mean, I don't know. 6, 1, and 1. 300 gold bounty. 2 towers to 0. 8 kills to 3. Neon's got the flash available, as well as the W. That's a 2-man knockup from Labrov. The tower's being focused by Crownshot. The piercing arrow comes out as well. The lay of the carpet is laid down, and that's already a dead Rel. Okay, there's what's happening elsewhere on the map. Nuclear is pushing top.
That's opening the map. They're taking that mid lane tier 1, means that they can move very freely into Schalke's jungle, because the only one that can actually face check is Kirei. If Kirei is not there, Schalke cannot enter the jungle.
2 needlessly large rods in Selfmade's inventory.
That's going to be a red hat.
It will be. He will be able to qualify as an official wizard relatively soon. 5,000 HP on Baron. Teleport's being channeled. May not be enough time. 3,000 on Baron. 2,000.
It's gone.
Baron's gone. Vitality have burned it down, and now Vitality are inside a choke point. The shockwave, the knockdown is huge. There's a lot of damage, but there's not enough follow-up. Schalke and Nulfir are too far behind, and they've been smacked with the wallets of Vitality. 2 kills, and the Baron. Now Leader gets buster shotted away, and Limit with a third and final kill here for the Bees.
That was too little, too late, Schalke. I know that they have a lot of superior items in their inventory. That was the perfect engage from Limit, and it still couldn't work because Selfmade deals that much damage. Well, I guess Broken Blaze having
untouched, and Selfmade was inside the pit. Again, untouched. Death cap completed. He's 9-1-2. Shigenda's being chased down by 3 members. He's sliced and diced and flashed to safety. Chucks out the emote, and Dominus will be available in a few moments. Broken Blade steps forward. There's the stun. There's the slice and the dice as well.
Schalke, your mid lane.
The rest of Vitality are pushing the map.
Schalke, your mid lane.
They're going to lose this map entirely. There's Rift Herald as well as Baron empowered minions. The bottom lane's being pressured as well. Schalke are being strangled out of this game.
They're just trying. I think at this point, they're so desperate. They're trying to find something onto the map. But again, we said for Vitality's composition is so important to deprive Schalke of a vision. What a better way to do that with than utterly belongs to Vitality. Vitality could be in the next bush and Schalke wouldn't know, but it's just so important to try and stack up these dragons, because if they solidify a win with an Ocean Soul as well, there's no way they're losing a team fight.
Yeah, I really don't think so either. Of course, for Vitality, now looking for yet another siege. Engage from LeBron. Limit will be the next target. He is not going to be able to find it just yet. Finally gets his first kill. The nuclear int is being burned down from the equalizer. Piercing arrow from over the wall. Not going to find a target yet, but the slow from the E will flash away. Nuclear int, that's already 1 kill for Vitality.
Leader's back in.
Into the base from Leader. Shockwave's on cooldown. Leader's got no support from the rest of the team. Will be able to dash out to safety. And as it stands, Vitality get the kill, have the advantage, have the Baron.
In 2 minutes, Baron is going to ring for the side of Vitality, and somehow Schalke need to find no longer the miracle run, but the miracle fight to ruin Vitality's run.
Well, the run is completely over. They found themselves Selfmade and Leader. Equalizer is not going to get used up. The Shockwave is committed. Leader's got himself 1 kill already. Bought enough time for Shigenda and Lebrov to make their way up, and goes golden with the Hourglass to survive. I don't know if that Shock Blast would have hit him, but a 1-for-1 in that scenario. Vitality will be 7-game loss streak. Likely to be 8, but they are set up on the top of the map this time. Lebrov aware of it. Uses the ultimate to survive, flashes forward. Neon is already caught out, he's flashed to safety now. Limit is arriving.
Oh my god!
Snipe from downtown. Nobody's even jumped into Schalke yet. Teleport being channeled by Broken Blade from the mid lane. Leader's coming up to support. This is a 5v4. And
they're on the wrong side of the map.
Side of the map. The wrong side of the rift. The wrong side of Vitality. Groundshot is just trying to shoot fish in a barrel with those Qs. The slow from the E. Accelerated Shock Blast comes out. Leader jumps into the pit. And despite the Shockwave hitting many, there's just not enough damage to follow it up. Schalke are aced and deleted by Vitality.
Yep, Schalke are on the wrong side of the point system in this championship. Goes you to Selfmade for stepping up. Props to Leader for coming back. 0 deaths and Crownshot. All the carries have stepped up.
Yes, of course, but crucially, this is against the 10th place. There's not. Baron was picked up. The Soul will be picked up in a moment as well. And the other thought that I've also just had is that the angles of approach have been very good. Been able to find the flank every single time. Neon dashes away to safety, but gets caught out by the Shurikens. Now limits the next target. And is looking for a second. The support from Schalke arrives, dashes to safety. Lebrov and Crownshot jump in. Flash for flash. Chain of Corruption not just used. I'm going to lock down enough members. And finally, the rest of Vitality arrive. Neon's already dead. Shigenda's picking a fight with Broken Blade. Broken Blade wins the 1v1. But the inhibitor will be the target. And then Vitality set their sights onto the Nexus. There's not enough HP here for Broken Blade to work with, and Lebrov's just trying to
He's stopping him from backing. This is so crucial because Broken Blade is a lot of the wave clear together with the Orianna. Vitality do not have to necessarily pressure that. They don't have to give another life. All they have to do is take the inhibitors, flood the base of Schalke with minions, and then repeat.
In their play, you see how they're executing here against Schalke, as once again, Leader threatening the flank, looking for an opportunity, and all ultimates except Dominus are up for Vitality.
Schalke, you're gonna have to do something right now. You're gonna have to find that miracle engage because you're literally pushed back to your Nexus. If you're gonna come back, if you're gonna make it happen, it has to be now before double supers start running in from every lane.
I appreciate the optimism, Georgia, but that
Someone
is
has to
just
be optimistic.
not going to happen. 13,000 gold lead at 30 minutes with Ocean Soul, with Baron buff. They do have a bunch of wave clear for the time
We've seen
being.
it happen before. G2 lost and they had a 10k lead. Come on.
Oh, I don't know if this is the same situation.
Elder's coming up, 3 minutes and 50.
There's Lebrov going. A little bit of a reach around, looking for a target. Nita as well threatening. 3-man, 4-man burn from the equalizer. Lebrov goes in with that ultimate. The shockwave simply not yet. Fight not yet useful and not yet used. Leader manages to go all the way forward. Lebrov again on the steps of the fountain. 4 members of Schalke are down.
Do it.
It will be Schalke with the 8th loss in a row. Vitality keep the playoff hopes alive. Domination.
That was done in true Vitality fashion. When we saw the roster coming in, week 1, cannon into the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser usually wants to isolate a target that's going to have a huge impact in a team fight, and one of these champions is going to be White Knight on the cannon. White Knight's Lee Sin ended the game in 2 minutes.
Of course, White Knight's Lee Sin went on to be particularly legendary.
Oh?
Philip will step forward with that Abyssal dive and flash away from Jessley. He survives! He survives! Flash and heal was used. Jezu and Lilip.
Right there from the SK bot lane, because now they're gonna also deprive him of farm. Promiscu is level 3. He can protect himself. There is a teleport from White Knight if he wants to come in for that.
Oh, Promiscu being jumped on. Snip, snip, snip. My treats, the ward was placed. Jeskla may HP. Now let's take a look at the rest of the map very quickly. Blue is ahead on CS against MagiFelix as expected. White Knight with the slicing maelstrom flashes forward, gets the stun backwards, pulled back by the hand. Genax still staying alive a few seconds longer, has got the minions in the tower to survive.
The more aggressive, taking your turret platings and using that pressure around the map. So I would say all eyes on Jezu, seeing how he will use that advantage that they created down the bot lane to bleed it onto the map.
It's going to be very nice vision toggle from our observers, highlighting what Astralis could see. Reminder, White Knight has TP, Genax currently does not. Dragon has been started, and this will get finished. SK either late to the party or not willing to. I think maybe versus Schalke back in
break a record?
3. We've just broken the record. The first kill in this game will be the latest first blood of summer, and there's no ways it's going to happen right now. Will Genax be taken out? The answer will be a resounding yes. It's a matter of time. The realm of death has been used, and pop! The latest first blood by about 12 seconds. There is some wave pressure. Astralis, the reason they are so favored, they play SK, then XL, then Vitality, and can win out and ruin the chances of everybody else. There was a potential engage there, but an easy lantern from Promiscu gets Jeskla out, and that will be the first tower. So very close game thus far. Genax has been the target of Astralis. Repeated ganks. And now Lilip takes a dive over the wall, the hop out from Jesu, putting a bunch of stacks into Promiscu. He's going to hop over the wall as well. And honestly, now SK are in trouble. Flash is available here for Lilip.
MagiFelix dies!
MagiFelix is taken out by the culling. He was channeling the TP, and SK find themselves a kill. Now Zanzara is on the hunt. After 13 minutes and 37 seconds of relative...
Do they though? Because look where Astralis is. They're lurking right there. They also have the Rift Herald. They can pop it down mid and force SK out of there.
Oh, I really like that little Sentinel. The death sentence connects onto Lilip. He's got no flash, remember. Great helpless burn through, and MagiFelix gets himself the kill. Now all of a sudden, SK are routed, and they're
vision. They just bunch themselves up in a bush, and then Lilip ends up walking into Fog of War. Obviously, Promiscu lands a really beautiful Q. And that's history.
It is indeed. It is the second dragon secured.
That is something SK cannot afford to lose. You need to be the one stacking up. It's all gone.
It has. It's been absolutely obliterated.
Uh-oh.
Now Promiscu not going to land the death sentence this time around. Jezu throws out the ultimate, flashes over the wall. Here comes Zanzara. The shockwave won't find a target just yet. Slicing Maelstrom does. 2 people stunned. Jezu has already used every summon spell. Stays alive a few seconds longer before MagiFelix command attacks him down. Astralis find 2 more kills, and Astralis are punishing SK.
Yeah, they're bringing everyone to the party to punish again Jesu and Lilip. This Kalista cannot snowball, and now Jeskla is allowed to get back a lot of experience. He's been farming. He's only 6 CS away from Jesu, but he's the one scaling more towards the lane. He's the one that's going to be the hyper carry, and Jesu needs to be the one bleeding the map for Astralis right now, and he's not doing that. Astralis are punishing that bot lane that needed to be out of control right now, and they're not for SK.
They're really not. Zanzara, 100% kill participation. Invested a lot of time to get White Knight. This time around, have a few members nearby. Teleport is being channeled here from blue, right in the mid lane, but Astralis is set up. If SK step into the darkness, will be caught out, and here comes White Knight as well.
Yeah, Genax will play frontline right here, but I don't know if he's tanky enough. And seeing White Knight coming in from the flank, I'll be very scared. Look where the SK members are, they're all together.
Well, that's Astralis, they've pushed forward. SK will be able to secure the dragon, but at what cost? Treats is caught inside the pit. Shockwave won't really find a target, despite dashing over the wall. Treats goes down. Astralis get the first kill. Zanzara continues the chase forward. The Tom comes out, and not going to be enough just yet. Blue is stuck inside the Maelstrom. 1, 2, 3 members of SK Gaming are taken out for the cost of the dragon.
Yeah, no vision, no reason being into the bot side river. You do get the dragon, but you lose the Baron because Astralis kills 3 members, including your jungle that has the smite. So it's fine. Again, Astralis, hashtag we scale. We don't care about losing the dragon. We need to open the map. And how do you open the map? You get Baroned up minions, you spread them into 3 lanes, you start taking towers, you bleed your vision into the enemy jungle.
They played the maps.
The Baron buff, they're putting the strongest members together, and look at White Knight and Zanzara. Anyone steps forward to defend that tier 2 mid lane tower is gonna be instantly punished.
Will be the case. That will be the 5th tower secured. Astralis 6 and 9 in the standings. And we'll play XL tomorrow. They will play Vitality. Those games going to be so intriguing to see who takes that 6th and final spot in the regular season to advance to playoffs. More time. He needs so much more support. Of course, Astralis have got a big advantage. Baron is timed out. It's 40 seconds until the next dragon. It feels to me like Astralis are just stepping forward. They're looking for a target to jump onto if they have trouble.
And that will be Genax.
That'll be the case. Realm of Death Rider has been shut.
Look at
down.
Treats.
The box in the background. Treats tried something and it simply did not work. Astralis melted him before he could get anything done. Genax is the next to fall. Ravitum comes out, Fate's call to keep Lilith alive. 5 versus 3. Astralis are going to be pushing onto the Nexus. Astralis will push SK to 2022 as they will eliminate SK from playoffs if they finish this out. The flash forward, there's the slicing Maelstrom. 1 is already down. Jezu goes golden for a little bit, but he's pulled all the way backwards. It's a double kill for Magi Felix. The towers will fall. The Nexus will be the focus, and every member but Jeskla stays alive. The minions are slowly being thinned out, but the Nexus will be the target, and Astralis take down SK Gaming. Eventually.
The dream dies here, obviously, for SK Gaming. But props to Astralis. They pulled off this draft. They knew it was hard to execute. They knew they scaled better. It was still hard to execute. The only kill they let go through.
Can press the advantage. The thing that I'm scared of is if it's even as this game goes longer and longer and longer, I just feel like there's more options in the rogue composition. Why are you shaking your head?
I'm looking at the Excel composition.
Professional games on that cannon. Very interested to see what sort of tools or how he can support the rest of Rogue. Nukeduck continues to get pushed in. He's saying even on CS for now. Force of Will won't find his target, 110 HP. Oh, so close. Nukeduck escapes for now.
I think it's a handshake down there.
I think that's fair enough here. At the end, of course, able to find the knockup for now. Decent damage from Patrick, waiting for that ult. Defensive flash from Hatsama, chase forward. Patrick gets first blood. The handshake is ended.
Is that Caster Curse?
But
Larsen has already back. He's got his blasting wand right there. Yeah, they want to do it. Markun and Nukeduck against the world.
Gonna commit for this one. Larsen's behind the Herald pit. Odo can join the fray. He's first into the river. He's cutting off Cries. The engage from Inspired into the Moonfall. Markun's now running from his life. Larsen's looking for the damage follow-up, and that means Inspired's been pushed away. XL bully their way into the river and take the Herald.
Markun and Larsen right there. Never pressed R, surprisingly.
No, didn't find the target. Was pushed back maybe. Not quite sure why. Now Advian with the help of Nukeduck jumps onto Trimby. Second kill of the game just available. Nukeduck's got flash. He's going to hold on to it for now. But the flash and heal wasn't used, and that overall KD went up, meaning that Advian and Markun helped find more kills, but still conceding a lot of deaths.
See, I would call this the inting didn't stop, but now you can type in the chat worth.
Yes, exactly. Rogue can try do the same. Flash trade again from Mokun. Re-engage. Moonfall comes up. Pull back the curtains. Second kill secured for XL. The fourth and final shot held onto. Goes wide. Doesn't find a target. All of a sudden, that's a flashpoint from Oda1. Gets the stun down onto Cries. He's not going to be taken out just yet. Finally taken down by Larssen. And XL trying to chase for more. They managed to come out ahead in that fight. But
it was impact on Inspired, because a Syndra without flash, you cannot pressure Nuke Deck underneath his tower like you could before.
No, you cannot.
Cries.
Thundering blow to the skies, hits one more. Odo's going to get the teleport support here from Larssen. Cries now needs to run for his life. No ultimate available just yet. Good damage from Cries for the time being, but he may have just committed to the final fight, and Larssen gets the kill. No way for Cries to run out.
Okay, but at what loss, right? Because he forces Odoamne behind, then the Rift Trail is going to be popped in the bot lane for Patrick. Nukeduck is going to get a lot of plates in the mid lane. So whilst, yes, Cries died, he pulled a teleport from Larssen, he pulled resources from the top side, and his team is winning in other sides of the map. Nukeduck might have to run right about now.
No ultimate available just yet. Flashes over the wall. Nukeduck continues to sidestep. Scats of the weak if that stun connects. Not going to just yet. It may not even be needed. So much damage from Rogue. They are now in the lead with kills. They've got the first dragon. Marcoon wants to try get a reply back. Trimby not caught out by the flourish, but not yet taken out. Curtain Call shots are being fired down the line. And it was be Advien that closes it out. It is still in.
You see Rogue going to the mid lane, punishing Nukeduck. They're not trying to go for a side lane advantage. And if this continues, XL are playing Miracle to make that engage work.
Well, so far, he's found influence.
Cries.
3 out of his team's 4 kills. Cries once again, finds a target, jumps onto Hans Sama, caught by the Chain of Corruption, and not going to be able to get the kill just yet. Cries not able to find the last hit, and is taken out. Now all of a sudden, Marcoon jumps into the fray. The rest of XL make their way up. There's no curtain call.
That XL will have to root. The Dragons will start stacking, the Baron will come up, the Elder will come up. One of these objectives is going to force XL to want to 5v5, to have to 5v5. And this is where Rogue will have the upper hand. Really hard to walk through a choke point when the spheres are there from Larssen, when you've got Chains of Corruption and a lot of ball coming in from Hans Sama. Now they saw Marcoon enter the jungle. You're going to have to exit some way. Now dead or alive is up to you.
All right, dashes onto Odo and is instantly blown up. No flash, no ultimate, just really easy pick.
Just pressing R on a choke point and then scatter the weak, and there's gonna be like 3 or 4 spheres. You cannot walk through. You do walk through, Kennen is there. You do walk through, Rel is there. They just have so many tools. XL are pulling the trigger again.
They are indeed. Larssen this time around doesn't have a lot of mana, so he may not be able to push all the buttons. Gets enough for the knockback. Nukeduck jumps all the way forward, gets the shutdown gold and the kill. He's at the cost of his own life. However, I feel like XL are not going to have the tools they need.
That was a really good trigger right there. They pull, oh, Larssen.
Oh, now he's going to be the target once more. Marcoon is going to buy some time going golden. Here comes Nukeduck, the culling available in just a moment or two. Marcoon will lose his life. Hansama's got flash, dashes away from the culling. Now all of a sudden, there's a stun into Advien. No ultimate available to him. He'll buy time for the rest of the team to escape. Yes, that's a kill for Nukeduck, but you lose 2 members and the TP.
That tier 1 tower in the mid lane for Rogue.
Darkness, Oda1 just joined the rest of his team, has his ultimate available. And it does look like Rogue will be able to secure the dragon.
I think at this point you just take the mid lane tower. That river does not belong to you if you're XL. You've missed way too many kills. You've died way too many times trying to go for this extra plays for the objective.
River vision for now. They may be trying to push this a little deeper, and XL look like they want to contest.
Again, if you see at the bot side of the map, they're trying to catch Hans Sama in the mid lane. Trivi might pay for that.
A lot of damage. He does get taken out by the culling. Ended up needing 2 ultimates.
Paying the tax for his support, for his ADC.
5 versus 4, and XL
Larssen has TP.
Potentially flip this at the Baron. Ward inside the pit. Larsen's in the bottom lane. He can join. Oda1's making his way.
They have vision.
Top. Teleport is now being channeled. Piercing arrow comes out from Hans Sama, and XL back out. They've got 1 TP already. That is a win until the ocean spawns. XL have got to push through the darkness. And remember all of the AoE.
Water Oda1.
Inspired gets tagged for 2, as well as the Shock Blast. He makes his way out. Oda1 threatens, but doesn't yet pull the trigger. Finally does so. Marcoon goes golden, and now all of a sudden, Rogue are split. Odo have lost his ultimate and manages to lightning rush away to safety. Shock Blast tags 2. Cries doing so much damage. Trumpy goes in with the Magna Storm, but everybody from XL splits. They get themselves a kill numbers advantage to XL, and they continue to step forward. Rogue have not yet backed away. Oda1's got the teleport. teleport. Nick, some damage onto Kryze. He flashes away. Scout of the Week will not stun him. 4 versus 5, and Rogar still holding on to the river.
Larson and Inspired still have their ultimates available, and this could be the game-winning button right here for Larson. Hansama also with massive poke, and Excel have used all their means for engage.
They have indeed. Nukeduck has got himself the culling. I think Kryze is landing so many shock blasts. Dragon down to 3,000. Advienne is very, very low. Still got the flash available to him. Culling pushes Larson out of the pit. Manages to pick up the Dragon. XL by themselves. 5 more minutes. Odoamne teleported as well. So that is now on cooldown.
Larson.
To eliminate a target. Larson, that's the flash engage. Advienne almost hesitated, I wonder. Larson was able to escape. Now there's a counter teleport into the mid lane.
Patrick has no mana.
A bit of trouble. Patrick will flash, will use the heal, holds on to the flash. Now Rogue are in the mid lane. 45 seconds to Dragon. Picked up by Patrick. He's level 16 as well.
Oh, Rogue is coming.
Sensed this one and sniffed it out. Advienne's got Hex Flash and Ultimate. Baron's going low. 9,000, just about halfway. 8,000. Trimby's got the Magnet Storm. The flash, that's a stun onto Advienne. He throws out the Ultimate. He needs to interrupt. That's a 2-man knockup. 2,000 hit points on the Baron. Advienne's dead. Inside the pit.
What?
Pick up the Baron, but the follow-up fight is fantastic. 2 more kills to Rogue, and all of a sudden Nukeduck and Patrick have to watch
World. Did he know that Advienne was in this bush? Instantly destroys him. Rogue will take everything. They'll take the... Oh, sorry, they didn't take the Baron. Okay.
The Soul. Grouping up their Baron buffs. No teleport for Nukeduck. He's just left the base. 3rd item completed, and that will be the 4th tower secured. XL trying to now find another target.
Trimby.
X-Flash, Deadly Flourish, won't root him down. It will, in fact, after the animation.
Yet, but he has to if XL want to win the fight.
Especially...
sorry. Rogue
want to win their fight. Kryze will be the target. Flash over the wall from Trimby, as well as Inspired. Kryze buys some time with the stopwatch. The rest of XL pushing the mid lane. Not enough damage to find the kill onto Hansama. And Lawson's going to be able to try side swipe XL. A tower for the death. Nukeduck will get press on, will get scattered the weak, and flashed on. 2 kills for Rogue. 25 seconds for Baron, a minute for Elder, and 50-second death timers for 2 members of XL.
Oh, this is really bad for XL. Rogue, yet again, they're going to pull the trigger. They might even look to end. I don't think they care about the Dragon. I don't think they care about the Baron. It's all about finishing that game.
5 versus 3, and not the greatest wave clear on the side of XL. Marcoon has got the Moonfall and the Flash available to him. Inspired dashes forward, doesn't find Patrick, uses the Hourglass, the Slicing Maelstrom this time round, splits up 2 members of XL. That's already a dead Marcoon, and Advienne trying to disrupt Rogue. I don't know if he can do it just yet. Odoamne uses Hourglass to buy some time, and Patrick running for his life in the bottom lane. He's pulled 4 members of Rogue. It's a 15-second death timer for Nukeduck and a 10-second for Kryze. Patrick will continue to bring
Hansama is killing the Nexus towers.
The 4 items available to him. The crash down, the pull back, and Hansama left alone on the Nexus. Rogue a couple shots away from taking it out. Here comes Odo as well. And Kryze simply does not have the ability to stop it. Finally, the Nexus will go down, and Rogue defeat XL.
He just let his teammate die. He wanted to give Odoamne 1 death, he had 0 deaths.
There's an element of showmanship in that last hit that captures...
No. Hansama just inted Odoamne 100%.
Yes, but it captures the...
His most played, 24 games, 63% win rate on the champ.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with G2's composition. We talked about how they were edging towards a bot focus with their first round of draft, and by rounding out with the Gangplank and looking to try and cut Reckless and Mickey off from the bot side focus that G2 have drafted for themselves. But the early push here from G2 could deny Mad a lot.
There's the Guardian on Kaiser. Mickey's ignited, he's ticking away, flash forward into the chomp, and Kaiser flash away. No vision from Kazi on Mickey. First kill goes over to Reckless. Mickey trying to dodge around. There's some Alcove gaming, but it's just going to be a short break here for Mickey. You have to think, has the stun back up. Kazi uses the cleanse and exchanges it 1 for 1.
Oh, and Reckless even collapsed onto Elioya, tries to poke him out. The stun Q comes out from Cap, so a bit of trading in the mid lane. Already a lot of action.
And neck, bit by bit, inch by inch between these 2 teams every single time. Across the course of their matchup history, they've gone 11 and 13, and they're looking to add a little bit more spice to the table. Jankos diving under the tower, flashes forward, one turret shot. The second won't follow. Elyoya flashes, smoke screen! That's why smoking kills. A great kill there for Graves as Armor now looks for a fight at the top lane. It's such a bloody game when we're only 3.5 minutes in. Wonder dodges the shot blast, Armor flashes forward. 3-2 to the Mad Lions.
The gold is even, but Mad lead in. As we talked about, finally making his way up towards the top side. No flash on Wonder, and the wave is not a good position for him, and he's going to face check into Elyoya.
Yeah, Wonder no flash, as you say. Elyoya on the chase. The red buff slow will be ticking away, and Wonder, it's the end of the line for him. Elyoya gets his second kill on this Graves. And I think a few fans in Twitch chat might be ruining the decision to vote for G2. It was 70-30 split in their favor, and G2 are trying to reward some of those faithful fans. Mickey tanks up the tower, Caps coming in with the gold card lock. Mickey the first to fall. Kaiser will be rendered to oblivion, and Reckless picks up his second kill.
Wow, so Caps, not even level 6, hits level 5, and immediately uses that as an opportunity to set up the dive. Ends up being an 80 carry.
Versus Wonder and Jankos, because you can't hit what you can't see. Lee Sin has lived off that for his entire playing career, and now
Spin his whole shtick, and now Elyoya's just like, no, I'm going to use your shtick against you. Caps, level 6.
They're going for it. The Destiny, Mickey here as well. It's still only level 3. They're going to root Armor underneath the tower, and he is gone. Elyoya cannot do anything to stop the G2 oncoming storm.
Okay, so G2...
Great job, mate. You've died 1,000 times. Incredible stuff. Good job in the LEC. 1,000 deaths. Incredible. Just amazing.
Amazing.
Just superlative stuff from one of the best supports in our league. Now that's
Very
out of the
even, because every time they meet in the regular season, they go 1-1. G2 wins the first game. Mad always wins the second game throughout their history. Now G2 on the offensive again.
Humanoid stand underneath the tower. The chase is on. Mickey with a shield of Daybreak will be enough. Reckless pings over to 6 on that dive.
Now, G2 is doing everything in their power to break that curse.
Yes,
they have tied the kills up. The gold is dead even once again. And it's crazy that the bot lane is even coming mid, but the entire side of G2 is constantly looking to be proactive throughout the map and look for plays wherever possible. The thing is, Mad are not going down without a fight. They're getting things elsewhere on the map. Kazi's continuing farm. Kick.
Jankos kicks him back, and that is a very dead Elyoya. Shut down going over to Caps as well is huge for G2.
Very smooth play. Sort of what we were just talking about, decides to go for the cross map. Invests in the Herald up towards top. Good stun here from Humanoids.
Caps underneath the tower. Stopwatch. Bought that early, had a big gold lead in the mid lane, was able to invest some of that into going gold.
On his way towards the bot side of the map, G2 needs to recognize the potential for the collapse as Wonder gets a really good trade onto Armor.
Armor doesn't have the mana, does get the knockback. Wonder can chase him, but with the minions there, he decides against it. And for the moment, it is quieter on the Rift than it has been for the rest. We'll be going back and getting that first completed item pretty soon. Now more gold being funneled into the Mad AD carry.
I like this investment from Mad Lions. Played towards the side of the map that has
His predicament as he is able to walk away, but Mad Lions can now push in all 5 members strong in this top side.
Yep, Mad just committing members to securing this tower. TP. Wonder looking to make the cross map happen. I do like this TP from Armor. Nice collapse.
The Destiny as well. Demolish not going off on the tower. Armor clears out the way. Humanoid comes in with a TP. Scatter the Weak not yet used by Humanoid, but the wave is cleared out. Mad Lions able to hold on to their turret. Wonder puts a little bit of chip damage down, and there's the stun card. They know where Humanoid is, and Humanoid cannot escape the Pirates. A stolen kill there by G2 under the tower, and they're looking for more as Armor has nowhere to go. Still has the flash, might hold on to it until the final moment. The wild cards are just enough damage for Caps to find his mark.
Oh wow, I can't believe top, and they will secure themselves this bot tier 1. Very well played. I thought that once the TP from Humanoid had come...
Colonel or Cloud for the moment, though. Caps hiding out of vision. Kaiser stepping forward. Mad Lions control the top side of this river. G2 control the bottom. There's a good shot blast. Caps and Jankos take a bit of a chunk. Wildcards coming out as well. Dodge to the side there by Mad Lions. Reckless stacking up the Ren, stacking up the spears. Scuttle Crab down. There is the Dragon secured. Chain of Corruption going wide. Mad Lions will disengage, but Solar Flare has been used. Kaiser the first target. Kazi flashing away. Kaiser stunned up, rooted up. Jankos tries to dive onto the backline, but can't quite kill off Kazi. Reckless, though, is on a rampage. Another song that wave connects. Elyoya now running for the hills. Mickey dies to the tick from Elyoya, but now G2 with 2 kills are looking for more. They get 3. It's a triple for Reckless. Another Ren could make it 4. Immortal Shield Bow on Elyoya. Reckless will not get his 4th kill of the fight. Caps takes it away.
And G2 just execute the fight flawlessly. Great combination of the rend from Reckless into the execute from Jankos' Q to help them secure the Drake. Then, once Mad realize that they can't leverage their poke anymore because the objective is gone, Gangplank. All it requires is one other person to show up. those two ultimates to drop and you're dead. So Mad have to respect this. And look, here's the ultimate.
Ping, ping, ping. The dinner bell is ringing. And Caps is looking to get a little bit more fed. Reckless going to be gifted the kill as Armor jumps in. Reckless goes godlike. 7-0-1 on this Kalist.
Well played by G2. And at 20 minutes in, they are looking dominant. They're looking to break the curse. Often been 1-1 against these two organizations every single split. This could be the first time that G2 get a solid 2-0 over their new budding rivals in Mad Lions.
Notes, they would be 5,000 individual stacks of notes. But you can't really have a stack of a single note.
Who uses cash these days, man? It's all by cards, you know what I mean?
It's just going up to Boris being like, yeah, chip and pin.
Another out-of-step Armut.
Wonder doesn't have the cannon barrage. Cap's actually running all the way down here. No destiny for him. Armor, I believe, saw him going over a ward here. He's going to try and TP out. That was...
no.
That's not how you get out of that one. Wonder TP's down. Armut, no 1v3, doesn't win these. Wonder TP'd in just to be donated the kill, it seems, as Caps lands the stun card and Wonder takes it away.
That was not good.
Yeah.
We saw this last week with Armor.
Combination of items, you know? So I've got my frosty gun, like my frozen hose, as Mickey gets caught out a little bit. Kaiser's going to chase him down. That Subjugate doing a lot of damage, but Mickey can still flash across the wall. Caps switches away from the cleanse to a TP.
When you look at these teams, especially when you look at how convincing Rogue has been, when how Fnatic have had such a strong split, Misfits is kind of seen as the outlier team, and they have a lot to prove as the stun card lands.
Caps stepping quite far forward here as Jankos goes in for the chase. Dragon's Rage kick was used there. Kaiser now on the retreat. Armor low as well. Doesn't have the TP to rejoin the fight in the cannon barrage. Death's Daughter finds its mark. Shutdown's going to hit there for Humanoid as Wonder will fall as well. But with 5 seconds left on the Drake, G2 are in a much better position to fight it. Of course, no Unleash power available for Humanoid.
Good stun cards.
Stopwatch. Gonna delay things for a second here. Humanoid tries to get away, but Reckless once again finds his mark, flashes forward, has the face call. Elio being chased by the Destiny, and G2 decide that they can turn back towards the Dragon.
So Mad had control over mid and wanted to use that prio, forcing a decision out from G2. The TP comes in from Caps, and now Armut is responding in kind.
Jankos there, has the smite. Mad Lions, you're going to disengage this. Guys, it's going to eat some honey fruit, try and make this okay. Mad Lions continue on it, TP in by Wonder to the mid lane. That Dragon is low, taken by Elioya. And now in a 3v4, G2 have to fight until the rest of their team can arrive, but Mickey is already down. Baron has gone over to Mad Lions here, and you can see the poke coming out from them as well. Looks like it's going to be a Cloud Soul for Baron exchange.
And just like that, very soon for Elioya, who probably only needs a little bit of gold left to be able to complete that item, and it gives them more opportunities to come back. Ultimate onto Reckless.
Reckless rooted. Oh, almost goes down. Does still have the GA. Guardian Angel popped, and now G2 will pop the cannon barrage themselves. Reckless able to escape, overstepped a little bit there in the mid lane.
Good poke there from Mad Lions.
Subjugate going down. It's going to be a very squishy Leona, but the minions get in the way of Elioya's shotgun shots, and now Mad Lions pushing in with the Baron, 5 members strong. Caps is split pushing, doesn't have TP, does have heal. Of course, the unsealed spellbook to switch that one over. Has the Destiny as well, but this is 2 quick turrets over to Mad Lions. Still a 5,000 gold lead for G2. They are still in a commanding position. The Mad Lions have shown us what they can do with this first minute.
G2 do know that they should be in there. That ward is over the wall, but it's Wonder who's forced to flash.
Flashes away, able to get away. Now Caps pushing in.
Oh, but they're just stopping the bases so that the split push can come through from Caps.
Armor's back, he clears the wave. Now will G2 take the fight, because that Destiny is going to be able to get Caps in range pretty soon. Armor does not have TP. Destiny still spots them. Caps on the flank, that's Humanoid. Pops the stopwatch, Armor on his way, G2 pushing forward, Wonder doing damage, Caps with the Everfrost. Jankos trying to dive onto Kazi. Humanoid locked up in spot, stunned down, and he will fall. Caps on a rampage, but Elioya able to get a kill in response. He killed off Reckless all by himself. Who is still alive? Armor survives, Kazi survives.
I mean, I think it was even 3 versus 3 around the Baron, and then Mad was still able to secure it, but now they're looking for a pick onto Humanoid.
Great scatter of the week there from Humanoid. Caps smashes forward into the cannon barrage, and Humanoid doesn't have a flash of his own. He's left to die to the cannons. 4 stacks on his Medjais. And if he can manage to get a single stun card down, you have to think G2 will win the fight.
So very quickly going to bring up the minimap. Look at all this vision that's sitting behind as well. The potential for a TP flank is real, but the flash engage.
Flash, stun, Humanoid locked up with the solar flare. Humanoid does not get a chance to react. Mickey dived in first and immediately dive bombed onto Humanoid, who dived and now G2 can fight this 4v5.
I like this from Caps. Go back to base, TP back in. Elyoya loses his life.
No, Elyoya wins these. Elyoya wins these.
Yes, he
Ben.
does.
Have you not seen what Elyoya can do on a damn Graves? He can do exactly that, and he's still got the smite coming up in about 5 seconds' time to fight this one out. Caps in with the Destiny, but G2 are split. They're on opposite sides of the fight as the Elder is the target. Rend available for Reckless. Elyoya's in there. Jankos gets it, and now Mad Lions is a mad dash to flash away from the fight. Reckless diving in. The first laser finds its mark, and the Mad Lions have been neutered. Jankos hits Armored. Reckless goes in the 2v2, and that is it. G2 in the fight.
A huge secure for G2. Same way again. The moment they get that Herald, Reckless flashes in. He's looking for more kills, and G2, they're on the warpath.
Man, Humanoid has been a punching bag for G2 this game. You said it so well, Betty. So often the reason the Mad Lions win this time, G2 have struck him down at every single opportunity. G2 with I was going to say convincing, but it wasn't quite that. A strong win here against Mad Lions as they put their name forward for top 4 in playoffs. They will tower dive, and the face call will bring Mickey back out, but he's not done. He goes back in. G2 fighting Mad on the fountain will take the win and go to 10-6.
1,003 total deaths now for Mickey, for those keeping count. But yeah, a very dominant early game from G2. The mid game, they were very patient around the ban. You could argue that perhaps they could have been a little bit more aggressive. Perhaps they were worried when playing against that much poke if you commit to not play around their bot side of the map. And that's probably a good thing in this matchup because they're not going to get a lot of priority early on. The Alistar is going to struggle to play into that Morgana lane. I think that instead they're going to try and leverage their very strong mid-jungle duo to actually invest in Hirit, or the split map rather. And now for Adam on the weak side, as Law was talking about, is going to take a not so favorable trade here. Is at risk of getting dived here.
He flashes forward, flash away from Hirit. Razorg flashes in, wind becomes lightning, goes wide. Adam's going to try and heal up. He survives, he kills Razorg. It's over, it's done. Give it to Fnatic.
Oh, he hits him with the sad B. Oh. They continue to get further ahead. This bot lane is going to continue to abuse the matchup, and Fnatic is going to use that opportunity to get these early objectives. It's going to be a Drake first and likely going to be a Herald shortly after.
Yeah, both teams really do like getting these early objectives. Bwipo should be able to secure this one. Just gets it before Razorg can get it. Now can dive forward. Bwipo's going to try and get away with the maximum dosage. Or has already hit that level 6. Niski coming in from the side as well. And we've seen what Akali's can do when they get these early kills. There's one for Niski. And that lane disadvantage has now turned into an advantage for Niski. Flash away from VTO. Perfect execution already used as well from Niski. So VTO will just have to walk away. But Fnatic get where that weakness has been, where that struggle has been, because there have been games where, Hirit has struggled a little bit. There have been games where their mid lane is a businessman doing business, and you are taking his calls. Hirit, oh, he's able to stand under the tower for now.
I think they want to drop the Herald. That's why they're kind of awkwardly sitting around here. Is the TP going to come through?
Hextech Ultimatum is available. They dive in. They're looking for Adam, but Adam with the dominance will be popping it. Niski going in. Razorg's able to kill off Adam now. TP comes out. BTO walking his way up. Razorg looking for the knockup, but can't quite get it. And the chase is on here for Niski. Has the flash, has the perfect execution of some of this goal.
Now, Fnatic did stay there in a sort of awkward amount of time. They didn't decide to drop the Herald on the waves that they pushed it underneath the tower, so they stayed for another wave, and Misfits was like, you know what, we can just force the fight here. Oh, another engage down the bot lane, counter TP.
Yeah, Hirit has TP, VTO has TP, counter TP has been used, VTO is the first one to join, Hirit is back up, has the TP, but with the Rift Tower pushing in, won't be able to join this fight too easily. Black Shield stops the scatter of the week, and it's TP.
They're just going to gain information and say, all right, Misfits, you have to back off, and Adam can now make his way back up towards the top lane, where Hirit is now pushing the wave, and it should actually be in time for Adam to catch if he just heads straight towards the top lane. So overall, Fnatic matters a little bit less, and you do have so many other options too, especially with this Ezreal, I think, really being threat-free as the game progresses.
There is another cleaver landing. VTO dived on here by Niski, who will chase him down. Perfect execution goes wide. The scatter of the week will not be enough. Hirit looking for Niski, who flashes away. I think that flash may have been a little bit wasted. He does manage to walk around the side here, and with Adam actually there.
Also get the flash out from VTO, and we talked about how that Akali will start to have kill threat once the level 6 mark comes through, but a really good slow is applied from Bwipo.
a little bit more methodical, and because of it, a 4,000 gold lead at the 15-minute mark, Vedius.
I think that many Fnatic fans also love to see this where it's the top side of the map that's really stepping up for Fnatic as well, especially when they invested so much into their bot lane last week. It's a playstyle that has worked for them a lot, and it looks like they're going for a fight.
Fnatic going in, Adam in the midst of 3, 1 on his lonesome right now. Vander has to flash away his healed. Kobbe hit with the shuriken, and that chase is coming. Niski looks for the first kill on Vander. Kobbe will be next on the menu, but now Niski caught out by Misfits, trying to chase onto Vander, and Kobbe couldn't quite get the damage down. Upset now joins the fray, flashing forward as the sacrifice will be made. Razork dives in, and Niski will pick up that.
Yeah, he ends up only getting 1 kill. I think he could have gotten more. I think he knows he could have gotten more, but it's not the end of the world for Fnatic. They're still going to come out on top.
Just a bit of a glut of choice there. Too many options for Niski, but Fnatic.
We already talked about target access. If her goal is to try and one-shot this Akali, who now has the stopwatch, if you then put a Mountain Soul shield on top of that, her job only becomes so much harder. So, yeah, definitely not.
So, actually, wait, yes, so possession of second. So they would be the 11 and 6.
Okay.
Second best team.
TP!
In our league. TP, double TPs coming out here as Fnatic look to back up Adam, who flashes away. Niski diving onto VTO, knocked back with the scat of the week, and Niski, he doesn't know that Vander's there, which is, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he is going in as the rest of Fnatic push in the mid lane. Remember that the winner of this sets himself up very well when it comes to championship points. Getting ahead of Misfits would mean that Fnatic are pretty much guaranteed a top 4 spot. Not certainly, though, as Adam goes in once again. Vander looking for the knock-up here. Adam already down to half HP, and he's going to die before he can get off that Q. VTO chased out by Niski. Bwipo now fought by Kobbe and Razork up towards the top side of the fight. Bwipo still surviving. Has that maximum dosage. Popped. He's healing up. Look at the healing on that Mundo. He has to flash across the wall. Upset being chased out by Razork. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the fight, Niski and Hylissang. They've got tickets to the wrong show here. They're on the wrong side of the rift. Niski tries to get onto VTO, pops the stopwatch. The binding connects, but Hylissang will die. Niski now in the middle of the shroud. Will fall 700 gold over to Razork.
A really good fight here for Misfits and a much needed one. Fnatic,
2 minutes of this game.
I will say it's a bit awkward right now because there are no TPs and these side waves kind of need to be cleared out.
Niski's in a good spot. Kobbe's going to jump. Niski still looking for this. Cleaver hits onto Razork. Has the crescent guard. Niski going forward. Razork look for the wind become lightning, but that Scuttle Crab was just out of range. Dives forward, smites it, heals up. Vander on the front line now as Niski dives in with a black shield. Here it coming in from the side as well, and Niski's down. Fnatic over chased. We said they were more measured, but they went too far. Adam goes in onto the back line, knocked up with a hexagon and made him knock back. Bwipo still very tanky, but you can just ignore the Mundo. Don't take his calls. Leading on red because VTO cleans up Adam, and Kobbe is still healthy. Bwipo now trying to do what he can to keep Misfits at bay, but their appointments are all booked up.
Kill down and Niski throws away everything. Adam now sitting at 1 and 4. Fnatic have thrown too much away, and they're likely going to throw away the Baron.
Upset's going to try and poke across the wall here. Do we have any TPs? No, we do not. Vision available, True Shot Barrage coming out, but I just don't think an Ezreal can steal this away from a smite. There it is, Misfits secure it, and with it, Vedius, they gain the goal. There's just no way, Vedius.
I think you're right. I think it probably dies a little too quick.
Let's see.
Yeah. I was just, okay.
You were so excited.
You weren't as confident.
Do we think you're Guys, will Razork get here? Will they? Oh, I'm really sorry, man. It was close. It was close. Binding after binding to make sure that Misfits were in a spot to take that Baron.
And this is the thing about Misfits, right? A lot of people don't give them a lot of credit because, oh, hang on a second. Here, it's taking a lot of damage here. Loses the E as well. Doesn't have Flash.
Doesn't have E, doesn't have Flash, doesn't really have anywhere to go. As you say, he is dead. Adam. Oh.
What? I lied. Or did I? I did not! Adam gets himself a solo kill.
Cryo. Bot lane is pushed against them, so they have to clear that out. They do have a ward here on Razork, who's now going to jump across the wall, and this could be the deciding fact. Vander, stepping in and out of the bush, was spotted by Bwipo. Pops down the infected cleaver. There's the unbreakable will, but the Elder's going to be gone. Bwipo tries to steal it away, but he can't get it. And now Fnatic, you've got to run. Unleash power onto Niski. He pops the stopwatch. He flashes immediately, but his weakness is scattered to the winds. He tries to dodge away, but there it is. Kobbe on a killing spree. Hear it diving in. Just needs a couple of auto attacks for the Elder Dragon to do its work, and you see Misfits coaching staff overjoyed with this. Misfits clean up the fight in the mid lane. Adam trying to get away, but Hirit has his number, and Banda has the flank. Britbo, you may go where you please, but go back to the damn fountain. Misfits win the fight.
Misfits was able to punish the Fnatic aggression. Misfits was able to weather the storm, and they were able to come back into this game and likely setting themselves up for a top 4 spot moving into playoffs.
A huge performance from Misfits as they've been able to fight back in this game. Fnatic only upset alive. There are 8 seconds on Niski, but that Elder Drake still ticking on Misfits means Fnatic cannot overstep. Upset jumps away. The Nexus Towers first. Targeted down. The second now as Misfits will take it. Fnatic still trying to defend, but Hylissang's already dead. Niski, what can you do? Can't get onto Vito. Can't get the damage down. The perfect execution is not enough. And Misfits beat Fnatic.
Such a big turnaround for Misfits and such an important win as well. Fnatic had such a great start to the game. They shut down Razork. Adam was able to make a huge outplay top. They were dominating the bot lane 2 versus 2. But Misfits...